Hello guys, just a second, I'm checking the chat section. It's a complete new UI. Just a second. Yes, guys. So good evening and good morning. So I just wanted to share some couple of updates from Selenium side, from Eclipse side, from Java side, because just because of the latest Java versions and Eclipse new versions and Selenium new versions, many people are facing compatibility issues. So do not use Java 12 right now, okay? Because right now for some people it is getting uploaded automatically, Java 9, 10, and even 12. So Selenium as of now it's not compatible with Java 12. So you can stick to Java 8 and do not use Selenium 4 as of now because they have still alpha version. So we will wait a couple of weeks, and once it is officially released, we'll start using Selenium 4. And I will explain you what are the changes they have done and whether it will impact in existing code or not. And current Eclipse version which they have, I will tell you which Eclipse version is supported. So you can see whether that is compatible for you or not. So the one which I'm using, that is Oxygen Photon, is working fine. Do not use this 4.9 and 4.10. These are not compatible right now with your current Java version. Now you can start your queries. I will reply one by one. I'm not able to see here the chat sections. I will check here and reply. Yeah. Yeah. Hello everyone. I'm good. I'm just doing this first live of 2019, and I was very busy with my office work. So now I'm free. So I will do these sessions more often. So is it needed to learn framework in Selenium? Yes, Apu. It's not that only one framework you have to learn. Okay, so I would recommend that you should learn at least two frameworks. One is the data-driven framework, and one is the hybrid framework, because both framework we have to use depends on the requirement. Okay, so we also have modular-driven framework, keyword-driven framework. So keyword-driven framework I generally don't recommend, but yeah, if you have some requirement, you can go ahead with the keyword-driven framework as well. Yeah, thanks, Kushan. Hello, Nitin. Johnny, we don't have any topic today, just a normal Q&A session. So if you have any questions, you can ask. From the next time, I will take a specific topic and we'll talk on it. Thanks, Saurabh. Hi, Swati. So one question from Mahesh, Rest Assured framework. Yeah, so Mahesh, as of now, I have few videos on Rest Assured, but I have planned a couple of more sessions on Rest Assured regarding OAuth 2.0, OAuth 1.0, cookies-based authentication, Jackson library. All these I have planned already. Few sessions already recorded. Just need to do some editing and I will start uploading. So Apu is asking, your videos are amazing. Thanks, Apu. When your new videos are... Yeah, Apu, it's already started from today onwards. So maybe from tomorrow onwards, I will start uploading. Neo says, I'm new to automation testing. Where and how you recommend to learn automation testing? Yeah, what framework, everything. So Neo, do not jump directly into the framework if you're completely new to Selenium. I would recommend start with at least one programming language. Take Java or Python or C Sharp. First, learn the programming, because Selenium is all about the library. If you understand how this programming works, you can easily consume these libraries, because programming is the main like core. If you understand the programming part, not only Selenium, in future if some new libraries are coming, then easily you can adopt this as well. Gurpreet says, yeah, thanks Gurpreet. Is this video only for Selenium? No, Arpita, Aritra, it's not only for Selenium, just normal Q&A. You can ask any question from automation side. And guys, there's one more update. I'm hosting a webinar with Catalan Studio team. So soon, like I guess 21st of May, we'll have a webinar where I will talk about CI/CD pipeline. So CI/CD is like always a buzzword, right? When we talk about automation. So in that webinar, I will talk about what exactly the CI/CD is and how the CI/CD works. What is the role of automation engineer in CI/CD pipeline? What do you mean by CI? What do you mean by CD? Right. So how the application will get deployed automatically once your testing is done. So this complete process, I will demonstrate with Catalan Studio. But you can implement the same even if you're not using Catalan, you can directly implement via Jenkins. Okay, so that complete CI/CD will have a webinar. I will keep you posted because of you. Yeah, thanks, Saurabh, and congratulations. What are the preconditions needed to learn Selenium? So Apo, as I said, one programming language, and rest you can follow my videos. And few of my videos are little outdated, which I recorded in 2014-15. So I have planned to again I'm re-uploading with fresh content, some fresh examples with new PPT, more detail. So I have planned all the sessions again from the scratch. I will be updating one by one. So, Gosangi, in which manual status we can automate status and Jira? Shrinu, I did not understand your question. Can you explain your scenario once again? Shreyans, then any upcoming Protector videos? Yes, Shreyans, not only from Protector, now I'm completely free, so I will start on the different sections. REST APIs, Protector, CI/CD. Saurabh, I cracked interview name and say, congratulations, Saurabh. Lakshmi, very good knowledge sharing on Selenium. Yeah, thanks, Lakshmi. What is the average salary for automation tester with 4 years experience? So, Prashant, it is actually subjective. Okay, it depends on the current CTC. Let's say you are working with a startup, or let's say you're working with some company which has given you CTC of 4 lakhs, 5 lakhs, and now if you are planning for a switch, then generally for a few companies they give generally 30% hike, but if you're going for good companies, right, they give 100% hike as well. So there's no standard, I will say, but let's assume your current CTC is 5 to 6 lakhs in India. I'm not talking about outside India. In India, if you have 6 to 7 lakhs of package, and then if you're going for 4 plus, you can easily ask for 10, 12. Okay. And let's say if you're going for Walmart, Cisco, Amazon, then their salary is not a limit. You just show your skills, correct the interviews. Even one of my friend in Goldman Sachs, he got almost 32. So salary is not a constraint. So depends on the company, depends on the profile, right? So Abhijit Tripathi, are you organizing any meetup in Bangalore? Yes, Abhijit, will plan soon. As of now, no plans, but yeah, I will come with a proper agenda and we'll have a meetup soon. I will start with Bangalore first. I saw you're working with Capgemini, Abhijit, so we'll meet up soon. Hi, Mukesh, thanks for video automation. Yeah, thanks, Sunil. Hey, Mukesh, need interview questions for 3 years. Yeah, so Durjan, till now I haven't uploaded even single video on Selenium Q&A, like question and answers. But as I said, I will be continuing now onwards, and I will be uploading more videos on Selenium interview questions. Not only in Selenium, okay, like we have some other tools as well, right? Jenkins, Maven. So not only in Selenium, we'll talk about complete automation package, and we'll talk about the different level, like different type of interview questions. So because the questions might vary because when you are a fresher or when you are 5 plus 10 plus, right? So different kind of questions will come. So we'll talk about like different level of questions in upcoming videos. Sudha, any training available for mobile testing? No, Sudha. As of now, whatever videos I uploaded till now, that is again outdated. 2016 I uploaded. I need to start uploading the fresh videos. So I will start soon. Pendra, where I will. Yeah, so Upendra, I have written a small ebook It's almost, I crossed 320 pages. So 30 more pages I have to write. Then I will publish that book. Okay, and you can. I will send you first to all the members who already subscribe. You can get as free, and then I will publish on Amazon. Yeah, glad to see you. Okay, yeah, thanks, Amit. Thanks, Durjan. Samar Kumar, please tell me about your education background. Are you? Yes, Samar, I am on LinkedIn. We'll talk about me sometime when we meet, or maybe in some other Q, like another live sessions. Ritesh, could you please tell me how can I send you automatically a standard report after sweet execution? So Ritesh, if you're using Jenkins, it's very easy. In Jenkins, you have post build actions where you can configure, and you can send once your test execution is done. Okay, so if you're using Extend Report Pro, then it comes by default. If you're not using Pro, then you have to do some small like dirty things. You need to just change the URL. Okay, and you need to send URL. When click on that URL, it will open in a web browser. It will not come within an email. Okay, if you need inside the email, then maybe you can create your own template and send some uh, only the basic information like build name, status, and the job console link. When they click on that link, the report will open in a separate tab that we can do. Ritesh, Lakshmi, for 11 experience, please let me know on what should I prepare. So, Lakshmi, yeah, it's a good question. When you cross, like, let's say 7 plus 8 years, right? The questions level will totally change. Okay, they will not ask you what is Selenium, how do you do send keys, click, how this drop down works. It will be more of like, how do you plan your execution cycle? How do you write your automated test plan? Okay, how do you calculate the return of investment? Okay, what are the challenges you have faced? So these kind of questions will come. So as I said, I will be creating two different kind of videos, one for fresher, one for experience, and your resume will change completely, right? Because when you cross 10 plus, you cannot write the same job description. It has to be different. So based on the job description, we need to prepare the content accordingly, and yeah, we need to come up with a story, and then we have to explain. So that will take care in the upcoming videos. Good question, Lakshmi. I will make sure I will create videos on this. Nitin Raj, which tool need to use for desktop-based application? So Nitin, frankly speaking, when you talk about desktop application, I did not find any single tool which is more like stable. Okay, we can do some basic automation from uh, your auto ID robot class, and if you are fine, you can start with RPA. Okay, you can download UiPath basic version, not a like a pro one. Community edition you will get, and using UiPath you can automate the best desktop applications as well. But yeah, when you have to deploy multiple boards, then you have to go with the pro edition. But if you have only one desktop which you want to automate or one application in a single system, UiPath Community Edition will work absolutely fine. That too without coding. So you can try UiPath. I tried UiPath for three different projects. As a POC, it worked fine, but still officially we have not like start implementing. But yeah, we have planned for RPS tool and UiPath we have explored. Now currently we're exploring automation everywhere. So once we do this comparison, we'll take a call and we'll start implementing RP as well. Nisha, how do I handle dynamic web elements if everything gets refreshed? So Nisha, again, when you say everything is changing, you need to find a pattern. If everything is changing without any like pattern, you cannot automate. When you say things are changing dynamically, let me consider, let's say you have a web table where data is changing dynamically. Okay, so at least you have a pattern that on this particular row, on this particular column, this text is changing. So we can customize our XPath that what will be the position or what will be the text. But if everything is changing dynamically, you need to give me some kind of real use case, then I can give you the better answer. So when I say dynamic web element, let's say I added a record, I have an application. When I add a record called Mukesh, that record will get added to the application. That is one dynamic web element. So I can understand what input I have given, let's say Mukesh, based on the input that record got added. Now let's say I added another record called Nisha. I know that Nisha will be added to the last row. That is again a dynamic web element. So based on the conditions, we need to identify what element will be added. If you're able to find the pattern, you can start automating. So we have one scenario in Orange HRM where you can create some records, companies, leads, contacts. So based on the input which you give, you can find out whether it is coming in a proper order, whether the proper data got added or not. Good point. I can create one video on this. Anudeep Chaudhary, please suggest me some important topics regarding Selenium so that I can learn. Correct. So, Anudeep, my personal advice: do not only study for interviews because you will not be able to perform much or in a better way because you are only studying for the like for interview purpose. Just understand how Selenium works. Okay, complete all the modules of Selenium. I'm not saying that you should test each and everything, but yeah, take at least 5 to 6 big end-to-end scenarios, start implementing, start automating, and trust me, you will find so many challenges during this, like when you start automating, right? That time you will identify, yeah, these are some pain points which we are facing. Okay, so you will get so many exceptions, you will get so many sync issues, you will get some dynamic web elements. Okay, you will also be thinking how to complete the scenario, so that logical thinking will also improve. So when you start implementing, right, you can feel the pain of automation engineer, that what are the challenges it come like when we start automating. So do not only study for automation like interviews, start implementing. And if you find an issue in the implementation, just let me know, I will help you. But if you only need for like cracking the interviews, I have already 100 interview questions on my blog. You can go through it, and soon I will be publishing videos as well. That is enough. But again, when you start, like when you join that particular company, right, you have to again implement. So you have to do the struggle at least once, either before the job or after the job. It's up to you. I generally prefer the first one. Before the job, if you struggle, that when you start attending interviews, that confidence will come automatically. Uh, Shriman says, please post test documents on Safari browsers. So Shriman, again, Safari is not that stable with Selenium. Basic scenarios will work fine, but when you talk about drag and drop, it fails. So if you have basic scenarios, it will work. But yeah, that basic scenarios as well, I will start. Please prepare tricky questions on core Java. Yes, Mahesh, I will plan soon. Durjan Singh, same interview questions. Yes, Durjan. Aritra Ghosh, my skill set in Selenium and Cucumber Java. Actually, I'm told to complete test complete. Please. So, Aritra, test complete. Okay, we can plan it. See again, see these tools will keep on changing. So if you have one set of automation tools, right? Like as you said, you are good in Cucumber, Java, Selenium. So that is your one skill set. You know how automation works, what is the actual logic, how the process works, everything you know. Now it's not that difficult to migrate from one tool to another tool. It is just matter of changing the syntaxes, tools UI, and some small changes. Okay, so it will not be that difficult for you if you know Selenium or any other automation tool. I will see if possible. I will try to create videos on this. But as far as I know, Test Complete is like more of already good UI and stable tool. You can start. I haven't used personally, but I will try. If the community edition, I will start uploading. Any plan for Selenium with C#? Yes, Ajinkya, I have uploaded 5 videos so far, and remaining I will plan. Irana, I'm looking forward to understand what is the best certification for automation QA is having around 10 years experience to add the values into CV. See, Irana, again, if you talk about certification, okay, you can crack like all the ISTQB certificates. But generally, I don't believe in certificates because I have seen many candidates throughout my career. They have good certificates. Okay, they have the Java like CJP, they have ISTQB, but when we ask them the basic questions, they're not able to answer. So I would recommend if you focus on more on the technical side. Okay, that will add more value. But yeah, if you want to go with the certification, I used to give a certificate is main for testing. Selenium side, we don't have any official certificate. I have seen many websites have started like complete this course and will give you certificate. That is just a course certificate that you have completed a course from our side. But there's no official certificate from Selenium community. Harshit says, can you cover some topic on flash testing using Selenium? So Harshit, again, flash testing, I won't recommend. Okay, basic stuff if you want to do like pause and play, volume up down, that you should do. But when it comes to media testing, right, or player testing, image validation, do not go with Selenium. Selenium is mainly for the UI uh, regression testing. When you start implementing like image validation, flash player validations, better to go with some other tools. Nitin says, can you set up a WhatsApp group so that we can discuss new things? So Nitin, we already have a Telegram group. I will post once we are done with this chat. I will post the link in the description. You can join the Telegram group. There we generally discuss. I don't have, because in WhatsApp we have limit, right, 256 members, but in Telegram we don't have such limits. So you can join that group. I will give the link in the description. Sudeep says, "What is the point of contact to get the support?" Sudeep, I will share my email and the Telegram group. Feel free to contact me whenever you have any issues. Hi Ahmed, please tell me, I'm not familiar with coding. I need to learn Selenium. See Prashant, you need to get familiar. There is no other option. See, if you ask me personally, it's hardly matter of 30 hours if you spend with Java. It's not for advanced, but yeah, basic you can cover in 30 hours. In the 30 hours also, like, you should focus which is important for Selenium, because again if you ask about Java, we have so many topics, but again we need to focus only on the topic which is important for us. Okay, so I have a post on my blog where I discuss what are the important points for topics for Selenium. I will give that link as well in the description. I already have video on each and every topic. Just go through it. If you find any issues, we can discuss. Hey Mukesh, what are the challenges of automation using Agile? See Rajesh, the challenges with automation will remain same whether you're working with Agile or waterfall. The only thing is like how frequently you have to deal with the maintenance. Maintenance is a cost, and the script development, right? Because in Agile you have to develop the scripts very fast. So it depends whether you have a stable framework or not. If you have a stable framework, everything is already set. Then it is a matter of just adding locators, creating pages, and just write the test cases. The challenges with automation will remain same, irrespective of what model you're following. Only thing is time crunches. Yes, with Agile, you have to be very quick. Okay, and you have to write very stable scripts, because if most of the scripts are started failing, then your most of the time will go for the maintenance. Right? API testing good future. Yes, Saurabh, I agree. But you should always go with the combination. You should not only focus on the APIs. Okay, so web UI is also important, API is also important, mobile automation is also important. Depends what is your current project, what is your future projects, right? You should have at least like one tool from each set, so that irrespective of which company, like, you should have one complete testing tool as a set. One mobile, one web browser, one API, one CI tool, and yeah, performance, you can, it will be always evaluated. So performance, if you know that, it's a complete test suite. Security, it's very rare skill. Many companies don't do the security testing, but yeah, if you learn security testing, like, it is in huge demand. Nowadays companies are not able to find the resources for the security testers. Kushan Chaudhary waiting for Docker tutorials. Yes, Kushan, when we talk about Docker, right, it is like we have to use Docker only like for our runtime, right? Because when we talk about Selenium Grid, we'll execute our test on the runtime containers and will destroy the containers. So we will talk about very like a specific part on the Docker. But if you want to learn Docker in depth, Okay, then I will recommend one Udemy course. If you are interested, I will share the link. But yeah, Docker is not that tough. It's not a very big tool. Okay, some Docker commands you need to understand, and if you know like shell scripting, it will be cup of tea. Yeah, so I will be uploading this Docker video soon. Docker and Kubernetes both. Kubernetes, it will not play a big role in testing, but few videos I will try. Do I need to learn dependency injection in Spring framework? See, Vijay, it is. Are you talking about automation? Then this SQL injections and the Spring framework not required. Zarina, Zarina, can you explain how mobile app connect with the server? See, if you want to connect mobile app, connect with the server. Are you talking about source lab or browser stack, or do you want to create the same structure, like infrastructure, like browser stack and source lab? I'm not sure. How is the scope of .NET with Selenium? See, when I again, Selenium is a library. If you understand Selenium, you can implement in any language, either Java, C Sharp, Python, right? So again, if the company is using C Sharp, you have to learn C Sharp. And I have used both. If you know Java, 90% you already know C Sharp, right? It is a matter of few classes name will change, right? And the setup part. Rest everything is same. Yeah, I agree with Python, Ruby. Syntax is totally changed, but when you talk about Java and C Sharp, almost similar syntax. So scope wise, it's good. Selenium has a scope, whether you go with Java, C Sharp, or Python. It depends which company you are applying. So Ankush, I have one question. Do you think Catalan is the future of automation? What are your thoughts on this? See, Ankush, I personally feel Catalan has given so many features. Okay, so many company already started using it. Okay, so because it saves a lot of time because you don't have to struggle with the framework. Already they have framework, but only thing is with Catalan, if you know Groovy, it's very good because internally it creates a Groovy code. So if you know Groovy, Catalan is like I can say not a future, but a competitor you can say because internally Catalan use only the Selenium libraries, right? It is just they're giving you a proper framework. Robot framework is also there, which is also provides all this web browser automation. But Catalan has given extended libraries with advanced UI. So good to have. Anil Kumar Mukesh, I have a query regarding uploading files from desktop system. I have used robot class. How to go directory through project level to get the path. Anil, I did not get a question. You said I have a query regarding uploading files from desktop. How to use robot class. See, when you see you want to upload file, it doesn't matter whether it is your current project directory or from the any other location. If it is on the same system, robot class will upload their file because it copies the location in the clipboard. What level of maturity you need to implement automation as a test manager? Okay, very good question. What is the username DM? See, when you go for test manager, right, you need to have so many things in your portfolio, not only Selenium. Okay, you need to have at least different level of projects. And when you talk about the maturity, I don't understand what level of maturity. It's all about the experience, how maturely you are able to handle that situation. So if you already have 10 or 12 years of experience, whether you're in manual or automation, okay, you will automatically have that maturity. Where can I get real-time interview questions? And yes, DM, I don't know your full name. If you're going for a managerial interview questions or for manager interviews, just contact me. I have some points which you can add while before going for interview. Durjan, you need to wait for at least 1 week for Selenium interview questions. Could you please update your APM videos? Yes, Ashwajit, I totally agree. It has been almost 3 years. I haven't updated. I will upload soon. That will be quite helpful. Okay, so let us Yeah, Ishan, I know it's a buzzword. Everybody's confused. What do you mean with CICD? So just wait for that webinar and hope that webinar will cover each and every point. After that webinar, also, if you have any issues, we will discuss. Nisha, how to get update of webinar time and so Nisha, I will update on my YouTube channel and my Facebook group as well. Harsh's chances, can you update the video with different style like preceding, following, and mostly stuff? Yeah, Harshit. So if you just search for XPath Access, okay, you'll get a W3C school link where they already discussed about all kind of XPath Access, which includes the ancestors, child, parent, following, preceding, following child, nth child. So it is called XPath Access. Yeah, good topic to upload videos. Prashant, which before start Selenium, which language better? So Prashant, if you have worked on any of the object-oriented programming language, start with Java. And if you want to directly start from the scripting language, go with Python. Sumit Mishra says, can you start video on frequent Java coding ask in interviews? Yeah, so Sunit, again, there's some around 25 coding questions, okay? Like find this pattern or create a empty string with this condition or find a duplicate uh, character. There's so many like questions, but I will take top 25 questions because this conditions is like runtime. They can give you any condition, right? So if you know the logic part, you can write any code. So I will take top 25 questions and I will start coding. What is the growth of API testing through APG Edge? So, Prithvi, see, when you talk about API testing, irrespective of whether it's developed via APG or any other platform, API is just like an URL for you. You need to hit the API, get the response, and play with the data. So, you need to understand the API concepts, okay, irrespective of whether it's developed via uh, which backend or which framework. So, Nikosi have one question. Mukesh, how should I CV for a junior with one experience automation tool like? So Nikosi, for 1 year they will not have much expectation. Okay, so I will share three templates. Okay, freshers, experience, and like for intermediate, which goes around 4 to 5 year experience. So you take the basic template, only make few changes because when you go with 1 plus or 2 plus, they don't expect much. If you know the automation basic, how to write XPath and how to deal with the basic conditions and little bit about the framework. That is more than enough for a fresher and 1 or 2 plus. So I will share a template. You can change here and there and you can start plotting. Okay, so my source system is SQL Server DB target system SAP HANA data will be it is out of the context and so as of now we'll talk about only Selenium. Vamsi, hi Vamsi, how can I automate in sprint? Tujan, what do you mean by in sprint? Please upload. Yes, Rajit, I will take care of the API videos. Who creates the job in Jenkins, automation tester or DevOps team? Yes, Anuradh, very important question. Okay, it depends. Again, there's no guidelines that only the DevOps guy should create the Jenkins job or the automation guy. It depends what the current model. Okay, in my company, we are the responsible purpose from scratch till the end. So we create the Jenkins job, we maintain the Jenkins job, we also have the daily maintenance of the jobs. It's not only the certain team will be responsible, but if there are some teams where they will not give you the create role permission, okay, because in Jenkins also we have the roles permission that a person can create a job, delete a job, set the configurations and everything. Okay, so if you are part of CI/CD, then you might have two jobs. One job will deploy the application. One job will automate your application. So in our company, in my company, we have to create the jobs, and once these jobs are updated, we are in a pipeline. With the help of these jobs, next jobs triggers. Um, I have a 2 years experience in Bangalore. Can you suggest me to better to learn API? Yes, Shulwana, if you have time, just go for it. Mehboob, hi Mehboob. We need a session on hash map. So Ramya, I already have one video on hash map. Just check. If you still need more info about hash map, maybe I can create one more video about the hash tables, the different kind of hashing techniques, what is actually hash, okay? How to learn framework and which best way to learn it. So Kishore, for framework, I already have a framework series. I would recommend first go through that series and then we can take this question. I can see there's so many questions, but I have to leave. Maybe we can take the. I will take the screenshots and remaining we can discuss tomorrow or maybe we'll have the next session. So I will quickly take the screenshots of the questions and immediately I will discuss this in the next live chat. Just a second, guys. And I want to say thank you to each and everyone. You have taken your personal time. It's very late night in India. It's almost 10:36. So thank you so much for joining this live session. I will keep doing this live session more often and probably will have the next Q&A session on Wednesday. And remaining questions I can take it that day. I'm really sorry because I'm not able to scroll very fast because I have to answer each and every question. So those for those questions I couldn't reply. Really sorry. I will take it in the next session. Yeah. So that's all I have from my side. Okay. So we'll have this Q&A session again. And thank you so much once again. And good night. And have a nice day. Bye bye.